Okay, this is Laura Bell. It's March 1st, 2014. The wild horses were just up at the top of my property, but somebody is riding up there on a quad, and they just spooked them. They're on the other side of my burn pile here. Actually, that's our slash pile that we have for the rabbits and other wild critters to be able to escape from coyotes or hawks trying to kill them. So anyway, they kind of live in the weeds and slash pile so that they can't get killed. So anyway, but these guys just came running down here. Daddy did what daddies are supposed to do. There's Herkimer, see? Look at him watching the quad. There goes the quad up the road up there. But can everybody see how this herd dynamics work? See, he brought up the rear. He would run a little ways, send his family with Mama with her baby in the lead on ahead of him, and then he'd stop and face off to the threat, what he perceived as a threat, and then he makes his way. He stays quite a ways back and allows Mama. She was trotting down here with her little baby on the other side of her, and her two boys were with her. And Daddy brought up the rear and was going to do whatever he needed to do to protect them. So yeah, somebody just rode on a quad on a dirt track on the bottom part of my neighbor's property. And good job, Herky! Good job, Herkimer! You're the man, buddy. You're the good daddy and husband. And then, like I say, these Mama and the boys came running down through the sagebrush. My Mustang stallion, Magic, was upset. But anyway, yeah, he's fixated on that baby. And I don't think he wants to kill it. I think he just really likes that baby. He never had a herd of his own in the wild. He was captured when he was 5 years old, and we adopted him from the BLM. And so I'm positive he never had a herd of his own. I think he was in a band of bachelor stallions. But growing up in a herd, you know, he has those instincts and stuff. Look at that cutie right there. That cute little baby. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. Hopefully I'll put these videos out and maybe people will begin to, you know, learn, as I have done for, you know, a lot of years with horses in general, but over the past 21 plus years with wild horses, you know, let the horses teach you as they have taught me. Yeah, I have a lot of formal training in dressage and hunter jumpers and western and reining and driving, pretty much everything, trail riding, so on and so forth, 3-day eventing. But my formal training I did learn from, a lot of it from my instructors and my trainers. However, obviously the horses were teaching me too, so what would work and what wouldn't work. But I'll tell you what, these wild horses they're so, their instincts are so intact because humans aren't, you know, interfering. And that was really great to watch. And they, you know, they feel safer down here, so they ran over to the side of the property, and then they stopped, and Herkimer stood there and watched until they drove away. So anyway, very, very fascinating. So yeah, so hopefully people watching the videos will understand the herd dynamics. I wrote a long type of description on YouTube pertaining to what happens when wild horses or strays or ranch horses in breeding stock herds or reservation horses, why problems occur. I'm just not so sure that a lot of people understand the behavior of the horses, or in some cases, I hate to say it, I don't think they really care. And when they capture these horses or round them up, whichever the case may be, often, you know, it's totally messing up whatever herds and bands of horses they have formed, and the hierarchy is totally messed up. There's no clear leader, especially when you mingle herds that haven't been together out on the range or wherever, whether they're wild horses, reservation, or ranch horses, whatever. But yeah, it totally messes up the herd dynamics, and horses they gain their security by their ranking in the herd hierarchy. And when you take them out of that and mingle herds that are captured or rounded up, and you change everything, horses will seek to try to reestablish their herd ranking or hierarchy, and then that's when a lot of the fights happen. Horses get hurt or killed, that kind of thing. So I have a lot of interesting video and audio that I had taken at a sale well before the sale last summer, and I never posted it because it would have caused a lot of controversy. I have audio with me speaking with Highway Patrol and sheriff's deputies, and they were very nice, and but there were certain things on the audio and video that would cause, it would just cause people to fight, so I never did post it publicly. But it did have to do with, what had happened with certain horses that went through a sale. So, yeah. So this is so nice to see these guys and see how Mama does this. Last year, when she had Zorro, the buckskin dun furthest to the right, they had only arrived here like very recently, and then they disappeared for 4 or 5 days, and she came back and she had Zorro. So I didn't know this band of horses very well, so watching how she does things now and how the two boys interact with the new family member and what Herkimer does, yeah, it's very, very fascinating to me. I hope it is to other people as well that really want to learn about herd dynamics, hierarchies, rankings, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, this is Laura Bell, March 1st, 2014.